Okay, hello everybody. Today we are here with Sylvia. We actually have three mediums in today that she's going to work with, two of her gals that she works with. Um, Again, don't mind me and literally laying in my bed and in my gross sickness, but I'm here and, that's all that matters. So I didn't want to bail for 2 weeks in a row. Um, Sylvia's a great medium, very connected to spirit. I don't even remember how we met, Sylvia. I have no recollection of how we got connected, but we've been connected for a few years. Um, great gal, and I'm just going to hand it over to her and we'll just go from there.
Thank you, Nikki. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm here with my friend Liliana. She's also a medium. She's saying hi. She has the pink sweater. And actually, I have two friends that are Selene and Eliana. They are also mediums, but Selene today, she's all gonna keep our time, and Eliana is just gonna feel the energy and keep the space and help us energetically, because we do this type of events mainly in Spanish this year. So this is actually the first event in English. So please forgive us, any mistakes or any grammar or anything like that. So I'm gonna explain to you what is gonna happen tonight, okay? Liliana and I, we go back and forth. We take about 8 to 10 minutes each to connect with spirits, with your loved ones that are on the other side. Usually you all have somebody that you want to hear from. Sometimes what we saw that has been happening, because we have been doing this for 3 months, every 15 days, and we have been working together for like 4 years. We met and then we kept in touch for 4 years now. What we have been noticing recently is that sometimes those that are on the other side that have the most urgent message are not even our loved ones, but are people that we might know. For example, the neighbor or somebody that is the business partner of our husband. And so sometimes spirit, what they want is to use you as their microphone. And as mediums, since we are all mediums, we kind of need to accept the fact that we cannot invoke spirits and say, no, I want to talk with a specific person, because there is an intelligence here that knows exactly who needs to speak and what they have to say and why and to whom. So I'm saying this because, again, you might have somebody in your mind, but if the information that is coming through that we receive through images, feelings, sometimes we hear things, sometimes we receive symbols in our own frame of reference, and that's what we offer. We're just like the vessel for spirit. So they are really doing the work, the hard work of trying to come through. If you understand the information, 100% of information, please raise your hand. I can see you all here, so that we can make you speak and say what is that you understand of it, and see if we can work with you. Okay. It's this session is about making your hearts lighter, knowing that your loved ones are indeed alive in another dimension, and that we can actually connect with that dimension through the Wi-Fi that I call the inner Wi-Fi, which is our love. So if Liliana and I, who do not know you at all, can do this, in our own way, it means that you can all do it. And I know that Nikki also supports this, the fact that we're all mediums. It's not something that is elitarian or something that it's a privilege that only certain people that are elected can do, and everybody else is like effed up. No, it's actually something that we can all develop, just like I learned English, right? And I learned Spanish, and I can learn any other language, right? It depends on how much I actually want to learn the language of spirit. And I know that you're all very much invested in learning it, because you have somebody that you love very much and you want to stay in touch with on the other side. So we are developing mediums. Even though we have been studying and practicing for 4 years plus now, every single time for us is like brand new, because every single person in spirit is unique, and what they want to say is unique. We don't have a script that we can read or learn by heart and say out loud every time. This means that we are literally exposing ourselves and being super naked and vulnerable by sharing, our hearts and our face with you tonight. So please be patient and loving with us. And at the same time, understand that behind the face that you see here, there is actually somebody that is trying to deliver a message. So just again, raise your hand if you understand the information. And okay, they are all understanding information now, and the information that will come through later as well when we start channeling. Liliana, did I forget to say anything? Do you want to add anything or say hello to everybody?
Oh, hi, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here. Well, this is my first time doing this particular group, so I'm grateful to be here. And what else can I tell you? Yes, the only thing that what else do we usually say? That, if you can take pretty much everything except maybe, we don't have the relationship right, or the name of the person might not be the name of your loved one, but maybe someone really close, or, then, you can basically accept the information, and you say, you know what, I can take everything except for, this or that.
Can see and they can see.
Okay. All right. So I think that's about it. Thank you.
So I'm actually, if you're all on your laptops or tablets, you are going to have at the bottom the possibility to mute yourself, to unmute yourself, to stop the video. And also you are going to see a smiley face that says reactions. And when you click on that, you actually have the possibility of raise hand there. And what happens is that when you raise hand there, you're all going to be put automatically on top of my screen so that we can go in order and, see who this information makes sense to. Yes, or who this information is for. I think we said everything. We usually start with a prayer and finish with a prayer as well to welcome our loved ones and, set the intention and together elevate our thoughts and start this with gratitude. It's really an honor for us to have your trust. Thank you, Nikki, for inviting us. So if you want to join us in a short prayer, please close your eyes and slow down your breath. And I want to take this moment to welcome all of those that are going to be with us tonight from the other side. I want to thank them for being here, for bringing here their loved ones here on earth. I want to thank the great mystery of life, for bringing us together and giving us this blessing of knowing that life is eternal. And I know that information that is going to be shared is going to be specific, is going to be with the purpose of healing hearts, lifting spirits, remembering good times, and remembering that life is actually eternal and continues and never actually ends. May this session be a session in which spirits will do their surgeries of hearts, and so be it. All right. Okay. Liliana, do you feel like starting?
All right. Okay. Thank you so much again. Here we go. One more thing, if I may, Sylvia. Sometimes there is a lot of commonality amongst our loved ones. And so there might be a lot of things that first come that are very similar. And then, we can either try to just pinpoint the one for the one person, or maybe even try to see if we can get a couple of people or whatever, each case is different. But what Sylvia and I try to mention is that a spirit doesn't waste any thought. So if you can take the message, please do, because they are here for you to hear, and you will know, because it will touch your heart, whatever, Sylvia and I will say, as the message of your loved ones. Okay. So with that, I'll take just one moment to connect here. Okay. So I know I have a mail here. I have mail, and the first images that I'm seeing, they are memories. Memories of having a brother and playing with little cars and doing things that little brothers do. And I feel like as I say this, my brother and I kind of grow somewhat apart, because I feel like, I make a decision to go a certain way, and our personalities are different. I feel like my brother is more, he goes more towards being more quiet and more studious and all that stuff. And I become more involved with a certain crowd, and it is, my focus is to be more like popular, and I start experimenting with things that I feel like later on I regret. So let me get a little bit more here. I feel like that relationship was very important to him, and that's the reason why it's coming out first, because I do feel that this brother is left with a lot of sadness, and I feel like that's one of the things that have to be brought up first. I do feel that the passing is sudden and unexpected, and I do feel that there is accidental. I want to say that. Having said that, though, I feel like this might be a family of 3. I'm just mentioning one for now, because that's the way it's coming through. But I feel like there is more than that. So I'm going to stop there and see if anyone can understand some of these memories. Anyone can understand this. I see Robin and Emily. Okay. And Kate. Okay, also. So what can you understand of these? I'm gonna ask one by one. If you guys can take about 85% to 90%, that's usually what Sylvia and I require, pretty much. Can you all understand pretty much everything that it was said? Yes.
The only thing I can't take is the accident.
Okay, so by that, I feel like this is an accidental, kind of passing. Would you understand that in any way, Emily?
No.
Yeah, okay, because that is actually a very important part of this, because I do feel that when I actually talk about how I get involved in things that I'm not supposed to, I do feel that there is some substance abuse with this, so I feel like the passing feels like could be an accidental overdose. I feel like that's, yeah. So can Robin and Kate understand these pieces?
The substance abuse, yes, but accidental, no.
Okay, and Kate.
So I can take everything except for substance abuse.
Okay, so all right, so I am gonna, I am gonna say that there is substance abuse for sure. That's now the other stuff, maybe the accidental. I'm gonna work with the accidental, because I do feel that the way it feels is that, while I am doing this, I want to say I'm out of control. It gets to the point where I have lost control over the way this whole thing started, to where it was for fun and just to kind of fit in with the crowd and that I was hanging with, to the point where towards the end, I can stop, so that is a very important part of this. So I'm going to ask again, Robin and Emily, Emily, if she can understand that, you can still, okay. So I'm going to get back to this accidental thing, and I'm going to ask for more evidence here. Yeah, there is a part of this that could be that there was at least one instance where I feel like I'm being kind of like resuscitated or something, or I'm being like something happened, at one point where if, he was close or something like that. Can either one of you understand that? It would be like a close call.
Like a what?
A close call, like,
Oh.
No. So that's one thing I feel that like he was doing this for a while, and there would have been like a time when it almost happened. So let me continue here. I just feel like there is something about like where there was some kind of like they help him to come back. Okay, let's let's get back to this. Would either one of you understand that I feel like there is something that has to do with like maybe someone in the family that is like in the medical field, like a nurse or something like that?
My husband is a paramedic.
Oh, okay, yes, because he keeps showing me that. So I'm thinking, are you trying to tell me that that you actually were in that position? And then he started showing me that, so I misinterpreted. So he's showing me that there was like someone that could actually help.
No, we have a friend who lost their son to an overdose, who was actually saved before, and then the next time didn't. And that's fitting, like everything you've said now is fitting for our best friend's son, but they're not in this group.
Oh, and that's okay. I think, as Sylvia mentioned, sometimes the only way they have, they'll come through.
And his father was also a paramedic who tried to save him.
Okay, yes, thank you so much, Emily, because, I was feeling that it was like, he's not going to let me go. He's giving me these specifics. And as Sylvia mentioned, they'll get any opportunity. It can be a neighbor. It can be, for some reason, it's important because their soul needs to speak up, and we don't have control over how this happens. Even if they're not here, it happens all the time, in our sessions. So let me get a little bit more about him. Thank you so much for thinking about this, because I feel like there is so many apologies because it was so hard for this family. Obviously, as I'm sure for every one of you here, you have my heart with you, because it's never easy. I just feel that with him, there was instances where, his personality, his character, it was just really tough on the parents. Could you understand that, Emily?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He struggled with addiction for a long time.
Right. So that's how I feel. I feel like, they were trying so hard, and he was very defiant, which I understand that comes with addiction, but I feel like, it was important for him to actually talk about that. So let me feel into this. Now, I don't know if you would know this, or there is someone here else, with him. Would you understand that there might be a connection with like Boy Scouts or something like that?
Well, that would be our son.
Thank you. That's why I mentioned that I knew that maybe somebody else was with him. So he wanted to make sure that you allowed him to step forward first. But your son is with him, okay? And the spirit world, it's so amazing. It amazes me every time, because your son allowed him to step forward first, because they knew, or he knows, that his need was probably greater than his own. That shows a lot of his temperament and the kind of person that your son is, by the way, because my God, I got some chills right here because I feel the gentleness and the sensitivity with your son. I feel that, there is also, a lot of sadness and I feel like he wants to hug you and tell you, I'm so sorry, Mom. I wish it wouldn't have happened, like this. And I want to say that although this is not maybe evidential, I feel an urge to tell you that he's in a lot of peace. I feel that he's come to a place where he's understood a lot of things. And also I feel like he's talking about how he was feeling kind of sad and alone, maybe some depression, he says, and it was nothing to do with his family or with you, you guys, his nucleus. It was more to do with just things that he was dealing with, but it's almost like, it was things that I was going through that had to do maybe with my age. I don't know if there was also maybe a relationship that, he had and it didn't work out or something like that. And he says, all those things contributed, but I never want you or my dad to feel guilt, like you could have done something else. And when I say that, I do want to make sure that his friend and spirit, because it's his friend, they are together, that you please voice this to his parents as well. I want to say, definitely you both of you, we were blessed with good families that did the best they could. Your friend's son is telling me that they went above and beyond. They tried so hard. I feel like they gave him as much help as they could have, so he wants to make sure that you please let them know that he's sending them love and a lot of care. And with your son, I also want you to please mention this to his brother, because I feel like, there is something about that where he feels there was unfinished business, and he wants to send him love and a big hug and ask him to remember the good times they always had together. And what a amazing relationship they had. So with that, Emily, I thank you so much for allowing me to bring forward these two lovely kids that are here, that are amazing people, very sensitive and kind souls. So thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
It's so interesting because you are basically a group of moms who have their children in spirit. And for me to think that my mom could be here and for another person my age to be doing what I'm doing, it really reminds me that I came back to do this. So I know that sometimes moms have a hard time listening to the children. And I also know that we have a lot in common, just like what Liliana was saying. The energy is extremely intense tonight. So I don't know what's going to happen, but everybody wants to talk. So I'm just going to start with information and you let me know what makes sense. I'm learning to be straightforward, not just with my mom, which is something that she doesn't like, but with everybody else. And I get a lot of hate for that, just so you know. But that's how spirit is. It's not that they're straightforward because they want to hurt us, but because they want actually the best for us.
I get a lot of hate for it too, Sylvia. Don't worry.
Yeah. So I have a few things that are coming through together all at the same time. So first of all, I keep seeing the scene of somebody that is vomiting, that is making this like white bubbles, and it's the first time that I ever get something like this. And then with this, I get epilepsy at the same time, and I feel that somebody, this person argued right before transitioning. There was like a discussion or an argument right before, I want to say he passed. And then something else that I'm shown is, what's the name of it? They're making me feel like the person here, so the person that the message is for, is going to understand pain with the wrists or hands, joint pain, and a lot of anger. Can anybody understand this so far? Caroline? Awesome. Can you please unmute yourself and tell me what is that you understand and how? Wait, I cannot hear you, my love.
Is that better?
Yes, now I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, good. I think it must be because I had earphones in. Everything but not but there was definitely an argument right before my son transitioned, and I hurt my wrist yesterday really bad. And I have also been dealing with an extreme amount of anger. Not towards my son. I mean, I have before, but not this particular moment, you know. Sometimes I'll
Right.
but it may
Right.
be so far definitely 85%, I would
Yeah.
say.
I know that there is also Robin who raised their hand, but I wanted to
Okay.
actually call you out, Caroline, before you raised your hand. So I feel like I might be with you. But I actually feel like there was a heart condition or something that happened with the heart of your son. And I'm saying this because I feel like I actually see question marks, like it's not clear what actually happened or why it happened, or we think that it happened in this way, but in reality, it's making me feel that there was something like his heart stopped. So it was something that caused like a heart attack. Robin, can you understand any of this? They might be piggybacking as well here.
Yeah, not the heart part. No, I mean, unless resuscitation maybe, but no.
And what about the other things that I said about epilepsy and angers and risks? Where are you? Yeah.
Not epilepsy, but the bubbles from the mouth. And then trying to resuscitate her. We had a fight beforehand, and she had a history of cutting on her wrists.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I might be with both of you. Okay. So if the information goes ping pong, just hear me out, because they're all here. So they're just trying to reach you all. Okay. And so they're going to scramble things up. Wait a second, because there is something else that is coming through. Let me see. There is a name that with an M that comes up. Is there a Madeleine or a Maddie or something that sounds
I
like
have
that?
a Madison,
Megan.
Maddie.
Okay, two of you. Awesome. So they're together, coming through together.
But Maddie is on this side of the veil, my daughter, but she's not speaking to me right now, which
On
is a
this side.
big
Okay.
deal.
Gotcha.
It's never happened before, ever.
Gotcha. Okay. So this is happening so that you know that they know what's going on.
Yeah.
And let me see if there is any insight or anything that that they want to share. Okay. Because they know they have the map. That's how I say they have Google Maps and they know the destination, whereas we only see like the road ahead of us. We don't know exactly where we're going. So let me see. Okay. Before talking about Medi, Robin, do you understand why I'm seeing with your daughter? Is there a specific cup that she's mentioning? She showed me a cup, like a coffee mug. Is there something like that in honor of her that is made with her name or a picture?
I have a coffee cup that my Maddie gave me after her brother transitioned when I I have that she gave me.
Okay.
when I went to Arizona to visit her for the first
Okay.
time
Okay.
that I drink out of, and my mother drinks out of.
Okay. It's so funny.
Yeah.
You know what your son
Yeah.
wants me to do?
Yeah, just tell me. You could be free, Sylvia. Like, let it rip. It's all right.
It's not as wild as I was thinking, but he's showing me this cup and it's making me feel like I want to put a letter inside of this cup and I want to give it to your daughter. So I want to write a letter to
Okay.
her from your heart, and letting her know that you are supportive of her, whatever, and that you love her, just it doesn't, no matter what, like unconditionally, and that you apologize for being human as well. Basically, that's what he's saying. Okay, that's why he's mentioning that specific cup.
I have been asking him to help me with this, because it hurts my heart. I miss my daughter. I mean, of course I miss my son, but I'm getting used to the fact, I mean, he's my best friend anyway, because I talk to him all the time, but I miss having a relationship with my oldest daughter a lot. So I've been talking to my son about this. I'm like, can you help me, please, or show me? So thank you.
Yeah,
That's
it's awesome. It's awesome that he's bringing this up. That's great. So I think that this was a very important, very urgent message that he had. And it's funny because I also see you getting a punching bag, and actually learning how to use a punching bag. And this might make sense for somebody else here.
You
What's
guys,
up?
I broke my wrist hitting a punching bag years ago because I did not know how to use one.
Okay. So it's time to learn.
I forgot about
So that you
that.
don't break your wrists again. Actually, I feel like if you learn, you're going to be able
Okay.
to punch stuff, not
That'd
people,
be good.
stuff without having to break your wrists.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see if there is Robin's daughter that wants to say something else. So, Robin, you remind me of somebody. There is also is there a Helen or a name with an H? And there are also a reference to chimes.
I recently just bought some wind chimes, which I never have bought in my life, but there's no Helen.
Okay. Then it might be connected to the person that you bought chimes for, or something like that, because or maybe just the person that you remind me of. Anyway, so chimes. So your daughter saw you buying chimes. I feel like it's because she likes to go shopping with you. Even from the other side, it's something that she enjoys doing. Like she accompanies you to go shopping and stuff. And I actually feel like now that it's, holiday times, okay, she's making me feel like, do you buy a lot on Amazon or stuff like on?
All I buy on. That's all I buy on.
Okay, because I was like, show me what type of shops she buys from, and she's like, no, right from her house on Amazon. Okay, so she likes to do shopping with you at home, from home, from the couch. So yeah. Your daughter is very and I know that my time is limited, and then maybe they come back and they keep piggybacking, but the way that I feel her is she finally found what she was looking for. She told me, I feel like she has been throughout her life just looking for like a deeper purpose or a sense, something to live for. And I actually feel like I actually want to thank you for giving her the opportunity to live on this earth. But at the same time, I feel like from when she was little, she had this nostalgia because she could feel like she didn't belong here and she wanted to go back home. That's the feeling that she's making me feel. Like she had this nostalgia of wanting to go back home, which is where she is. And I also have to reference that there is, she's talking about dad is with her. Or she wants to, wait, is your father-in-law in spirit?
No.
There is a P sounding name that she is mentioning. It's like a father figure that is with her, that she's with. Is that a Paul?
No, not that I know of. I know she's with her brother, but no.
With her brother in spirit?
Yeah.
Oh. Is your son's name, does your son name have a K in it? That sounds like Patrick, or I don't know if this is going to make sense to anybody else, because there is a Vicky or Patrick. There's a CK sounding name that is coming through. It's because they are all together, so they're like, they're sliding. Okay, but I feel like your daughter is the one that has been taking the scene today, okay, at least with me. And your son is like on the side, kind of like, she's the matriarch, she's the boss.
Yes.
She's
Yep. Definitely.
So I just want to let you know that she loves you. She is with you on the other side. She definitely is with her brother. I don't know if they do everything together, because I feel like she's more of a free spirit and she does more of her thing. He's showing me references of the gym, they're mentioning the gym, or there's somebody that is thinking about going to the gym or starting courses at the gym, because I'm seeing like the gym. Okay, and I might still be piggybacking with Carolyn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just going to leave you both with these messages. I'm happy that they came together and that they, they were able to communicate. I also need to reference the that they know about the they show me the necklace that is in their memory, that they know about it.
Right
Okay.
here.
And
Oh,
so
I
they know
have the
that
brace.
they are close to your heart.
I have mine.
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
have bracelet.
I have a necklace right here.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome that your children brought you together here. I'm so happy and so excited, and I could continue, but I'm gonna leave the space to Liliana and see who else she brings through, and then just leave you with their love. They are gonna stay with you. They're not gonna go anywhere. They're gonna stay with us. But I hope that this helped you both,
Thank
and
you.
I send you many blessings. I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Beautiful connection. Thank you, Sylvia. Okay. Sorry, I've been coughing too. I like Nikki. I had this cough that keeps, it's been there for days. But anyways, so I have a woman. I have a girl here. So let me feel into her. She is someone that is free-spirited, she had a lot of friends, very popular. It seems like I do feel that there is also substance abuse, but there is a naiveness to her, like like there is this side of her that is very like I'm going back to when she was a little one, and it was, she was very naive, very sweet, very willing to be there for others, to be an ear for others, and I feel that because of that personality that she has, it was easier for her to actually sometimes just do things because others were doing it, because she wanted to, she was so, she had a lot of empathy for people, just a very gentle soul, like, I just feel like if she saw somebody in the street, like maybe someone homeless or, someone that she felt that was going through something, she will like stop and talk to the person, very kind, and she still is. I also feel like she's showing me a dog with her, but when I say that, I feel like she was an animal lover too, like all around. But I do feel that maybe there is a dog with her. It feels like it's a good sized dog. So I don't know if this dog, is still here or is already, with her. I see Kathy. Hi, Kathy. May I hear your voice? Oh, and Rhonda
Yes.
too.
Hi.
Hi.
I think that may be my daughter Sophie. Is the
Okay.
dog Is the dog big and white?
The dog is big, you know, so I'm gonna continue. Can you take, you so far you can take everything?
Yes.
Rhonda, can you take everything?
I can't take the substance abuse, but everything else.
Oh, okay, yeah, you know, with this beautiful girl here, she pretty early on, she showed me that there was definitely substance abuse with her.
Okay, then
You
I'm
know,
out. Thanks.
thank you so much, Rhonda. And Robin, you can take everything also.
Yep. We had to put her dog down about 3 or 4 weeks after she passed.
Okay, so let me continue here. Let me get more information, you know, and there might be both of them here too, because they, you know, they're similar. And I do agree that, you know, they become friends. And just like, you know, in this group, you guys have, some of you probably become already friends and they know each other and they, you know, they have that feeling towards one another. They do the same over there, you know. It's a big gathering. So let me get back to them. I am also being made aware that, you know, with her, I know that there was a relationship, and I feel like this relationship with a romantic relationship, I want to say it was very turbulent, kind of, you know, like it was very up and down. And it really caused her a lot of pain. Can both of you understand this, Robin? You can? And where is?
Yes.
Oh, okay, Kathy, I see you. Okay, so let me go on. So see, you know, they have a lot of commonality there. So let me get back to them, you know. Now, would either one of you understand that there is a reference to like maybe being 1 of 4, or there's 4? Something about 4.
There was the 3 kids and me always. It was just us 4.
Okay, because I feel like there was a mentioning of that. Okay, and then I also feel like there's another different reference to 2.
Maybe possibly because it's her and her brother are there.
What about you, Kathy?
I can recognize the 2, but not really the 4.
Okay, because
Although-
I feel like I'm going back and forth here too. You have 2 kids, Kathy?
No.
So
she's my only child, but my husband is on the other side with her.
okay, all right. So let me keep on going with this situation here. Now, would you understand that I feel like, you know, would you understand that maybe Dad had also issues himself? You know, yeah. Because I feel like at this point I'm like with you right now, Kathy. Like I'm going back and forth, but I feel like right now I'm being, you know, when I said the 2, I feel like there was 2, and then, you know, I feel like, you know, he will be also having those kinds of issues, you know, and also wanted to make sure that you knew that he was watching over her. They're together, you know, and you know, I want to say that there is a strong feeling of wanting to apologize to you, Kathy, from him, you know, and saying, you know, you had to be mother and father, you know, you had to do everything because it was just, there was a point where it was very hard for him to actually, you know, be there. Can you understand that? Yeah. Okay. So he wants to make sure that I said that. Okay. Let me see. I also feel like, you know, they're showing me, you know, like being dressed as like, I don't know if it's Cinderella or something, like, you know, like a princess kind of dress, you know, going, you know, yes, Robin, you can understand. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, you know, like I said, like, you know, they are so smart that they are like, they're not taking, like, you guys have to work with as many of these moms as you guys can. So it goes from one to another. So that's good. You know, they're showing images of that, you know. and or images of like Disneyland and, you know, something like that, you know, where that would be something that was important. Okay, so let's get back to this. I want to mention something that comes forward that is important. You know, I feel like there was something maybe that had to do with like maybe a baby that didn't come to come to the plane, to the airplane, you know, something of that. Would either one of you be aware of that? Kathy, I was feeling that I was with you, and I just want to make sure that I let you know that the baby is there, you know, and it's a wonderful feeling. You know, the baby made it where it was supposed to be, you know, to give comfort and love, you know, and is well taken care of, you know, by your beautiful daughters. Okay. I'm also, I hope I'm still with you guys, you know, because, you know, they're coming really fast, but I feel like there is some reference to a military person, you know, a military man also with, you know, yes, Robin, you can understand that? Okay.
Yes, her brother that's with her went through Army basic training, and then
Great.
her living brother is in the military.
Awesome. You know, so just to let you know, these are just kind of little pieces of love and evidence to let you know, yes, that's me, and that's me, and that's me, you know. All right. So let me just wrap it up here for you guys. This comes from both of you, and you know, there is a strong feeling because these beautiful girls have such a gentle and loving soul that I feel like where they still are an inspiration to others, you know, to be more loving. And they want both of you to please remember those times, and to, I just feel like there's a sense of wanting you guys to like engage on in like some kind of like charity or something. I don't know if you already have thought about it. But I feel like there is thumbs up. You know, I want you to continue with that and to like honor them, you know, by continuing that sense that they have of helping others. You know, when I first got the image of how they will be so loving to actually make time to stop and talk to like someone that was in the street, homeless or something. That's the image that they keep showing me, that they want you to please, you know, do something in that respect. So I hope this makes sense to both of you, because that is the big message. I see Kathy nodding, you know, you can understand that. And also Robin.
Yes, I've already got one started, and yeah.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. And you too, Kathy. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, with that, I'm so happy that actually both of you understood. Your children are here and they're amazing. So,
And I'm sorry,
you.
y'all, that my Megan is being greedy, but she never comes through. So
You know what? You know, it's okay. It's okay. You know, they are here and they are trying to you know, just give us a lot of love and hope for all of us that are here. So thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you, Liliana.
Yeah, she's gonna stick around. And you know what I noticed, that spirit really, what they really like is for us to learn to feel joyful when somebody else is also getting the messages and is being successful, not just when, you know, us ourselves we are receiving, right? Because sometimes we're greedy in that sense. Unless we receive, we are not going to be happy. Whereas they're like, no, we can be happy even when we feel like somebody else is receiving the messages. I actually was reflecting about where we are right now, Liliana. Like do you feel the energy, Liliana? Is like intense. It's like intense. But I was looking at all of you and I'm like, you're all like freaking awesome. The fact that you're alive is like a miracle. You're the most resilient, badass people that exist. So just general message from me, but I know that, you know, whomever is in spirit also agrees. And you know, I also want to deliver this as a general message because it's coming through. Sometimes we feel like, now that I'm a mom, I understand this, that, you know, I would give my life for my child. But what's coming through is, that's the easy part in reality, because being on the other side, it's easier than staying here. So you're doing the hard part by, you know, I know that not all of you have children in spirit, but in general, you're doing the hardest part by staying here and every single day waking up and deciding to find a purpose to live again. So I want to thank you for that, because we need your existence on this earth and you need it as well. So hopefully we can finish whatever we need to finish. It's a nervous laugh because I actually want to cry by seeing how beautiful you all are. So let me actually start speaking because they're shutting me up. So I have a lot of things again coming through. So please raise your hand if you understand. I might also piggyback. This is the first time that Liliana and I connect with multiple people at the same time, but this is how young adults are, children in general. They really, really are very powerful coming through. So I have two names. I have somebody connect with an Amy and an Andrew. And I also, I actually had to take notes because of how much they give me and then I forget. I also had visions of a piano. So somebody has a connection with the piano and a connection with a movie theater, either a movie theater in the house or really like to watch movies. And then I saw the ribbons, the two ribbons that are associated with cancer. But then I saw a black one that I think is the one that is associated with suicide. So let me see where they want to go. I feel like I need also to acknowledge the fact that somebody here is bringing awareness. They're telling me they're bringing awareness to people that have suffered from either like suicide awareness, like because it's connected with the ribbon. I don't know if Emily, you already had your hand raised or you raise it again now. Okay. Would you mind unmute yourself and tell me like what is that you understand? And everybody else, keep your ears open because things might make sense to you too.
You mentioned suicide, and my son's name is Andrew, and I work with an organization. I've been working with an organization to bring awareness to not so much suicide prevention, but for parents who have lost kids to suicide. I try to, you know, just talk to them since I'm walking that journey just ahead of them to say that they can, you know, get through this.
You know, it's interesting because I asked them a lot about suicide, you know, because I had a moment in which I tried myself to take my life. So I don't judge them. And I really had to go deep within myself and ask myself why I get to that moment. And I asked a lot of them why they got to that moment. And it's so interesting how as humans, we feel like suicide is such a shameful thing. And I know that you probably do not agree with this, thank God, but a lot of people, you know, don't want to talk about this taboo subject. But for a lot of them, and I feel like this is the case of your son as well, it was more like a way to stop, to end suffering. You know, it's like a way to end suffering. Just because somebody doesn't have an amputated leg or a real injury that is causing them suffering doesn't mean that they are not actually suffering. But did he leave you a note? He's mentioning a note.
Yes, so we did not get it for a couple of months because the police did not give his phone back for a couple of months. So we didn't think he left a note. But when I got the phone back, I had set up the phone. So I had the passcode and his suicide note was in there. And it was amazing to receive that, just having a, I don't want to say closure, but it was kind of closure.
Wow. I felt like I got goosebumps like when you said that, because I felt like going back, he would have included much more in that note. He's making me feel he would have said more. I actually feel like he also thought about doing a video, and he's also showing me like skateboard references. Is there a skateboard park or would you understand why there is a skateboard reference?
The only thing that comes to mind is he skateboarded a little bit, but what he loved was these little finger skateboard things. Like he loved those things.
God, okay.
Like these
Okay.
little miniature things. They were all, he had them all over.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. He's going back to the, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Robin, for, also helping all of you for helping us out, understanding how this communication works, which is mostly evidential based. But I also have to go back to the piano. What's the connection with the piano?
Well, we have one, but he
You guys have
he wasn't gonna do lessons.
Okay.
Oh, his ashes, I have kind of his ashes and everything on it. And so
On it.
yeah,
That's what it was saying, because it was showing me like a picture on top of the piano.
yes.
It's funny. It's hilarious about it. It's like with all the places where I could be, where my ashes could be, is like on the piano. It's like it's hilarious about that.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was a picture his friends took, and yeah, and it was, yeah, and I put it up there on the piano with the ashes and some other like cardinal stuff.
Your son is making me feel like he's traveling a lot now on the other side. I feel like that's something that he would have always liked to do. And I'm seeing him backpacking around. So I know that is an adventurous spirit. I know that he's going he's saying in very dangerous places, but you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, he's funny about it. He's also referencing, thank you for the tattoos that have been that have been made in honor of him. Are there multiple people that got like the same tattoo?
Yeah, there's several people who have gotten tattoos, and I've keep trying to decide which one for me to get because I don't have one. And so I want to pick the right one, but a lot of his friends got tattoos.
Have you thought about anything that has to do with the infinity sign? Because it's making me draw the infinity sign.
I've seen a few designs like that. That wasn't one I was settling on, but I think one of his friends has that one. And it has stay positive on it because that was the last thing that he texted out.
Okay. Because he made me write down eternity. Like it needs to be something that has to do with eternity, with eternity and the infinite love. Okay. So this is so weird. Do you know the music group Evanescence or Evanescence?
I feel like yes, I've heard of it. I'm not real familiar, but I feel like there's a song from them that I would know, but I don't. Evanescence. Oh, his dad just said he did.
Yes. Okay. This is so weird because I just saw the singer of Evanescence, so I feel like he might be trying to connect with you through music, and especially like it's putting in my mind like My Immortal, the song by Evanescence, My Immortal. I don't know the lyrics of it.
Yesterday, a song came on the radio. I looked down at my radio, and the name of it was Andrew. It was.
Oh wow.
That was cool.
I'm actually asking him, what is it you're trying to say? And he's bringing to my awareness just one of the verses that says something like, I'll wipe away all of your tears. I'll wipe away all of your tears. So I feel like what he wants to say actually is that he's extremely proud of how you are staying together as a family, and how you are like he's just extremely proud of how you are as a family. That's the family nucleus. That's what he's making me feel. And he's also telling me that there is a woman with him. It's an older woman that I feel like is taking care of him. Let me see. Okay. Give me 1 second, because there is an Amy connected with, there is a woman that is with him. It's an older woman, and it's either Amy or Hannah. It's a name that sounds like that. And that is, or Annabelle.
Nana?
Nana, I suppose that it's grandma.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, let me tell you exactly what he's showing me. I don't want to get stuck on names because I don't have all of them in my mind. But he's showing me this woman, which is an older woman. It could be his nana, and he's showing me that she's making pancakes. She's making pancakes for him. So she's like cooking for him. She's taking care of him. Basically, what the message is about is the fact that he's in good hands. He's in good hands. And he's also referencing. Do you have like how is it called, like those balls that you put on the tree, which has like a picture of him, or that is made by him when he was little? It's like what is that? It's an ornament that he's talking about.
I mean, I have a lot of ornaments with his picture on it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
That's weird.
I didn't put the tree up this year, but I have been thinking about it a lot, and going through my mind each ornament, and I have pictures of every ornament. So I'll swipe through and look at the pictures of the ornaments, because every year I just take a picture of them.
And why didn't you make the tree this year?
Our dumb dog, our puppy.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, you're forgiven then. All right. Okay, so he's talking about those ornaments for some reason. So maybe when you were swiping and looking at the pictures, that's what he's saying, or thinking about them. It was him like putting those in your mind and being with you while going through them. Okay, it's so interesting how they're coming back through me and Liliana, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so interesting because this Amy is also coming up. Anybody understands this Amy? Is there any Amy that you guys understand? No?
I have.
Racheka? Is that how you say
Yes,
your name?
I have a niece. She was Amy and she passed from cancer, but that's all that I can.
Well, Andrew's a player, so if there's some, cute girls out there, he has met them.
Yeah, it's interesting because they were showing me, do you remember the beginning, Racheka, both the ribbons for cancer and then the other one for suicide. So I guess that was her coming through. Do you have any contact with her family?
Yes, I mean her Amy's sister we're real close and she's at my house all the time. And her and my son were very close as well.
Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, they're definitely, oops, my mom is calling me here. They're definitely together with your son, but I feel like she's coming through with Emily's son, and so please let her family know. I feel like what she wants to say is happy birthday to somebody in the family. Okay. So please let the family know that she's gonna celebrate the birthday. It's gonna be either December or January, because I feel like it's around this time of the year. Okay. Well, Emily, I'm gonna leave you with his message of love, and Racheka as well. But again, they might come back.
Thank you so much.
I love you. Thank you so much for taking him.
That's awesome. More messages for other people too. Okay. I already have someone here, that was waiting, right away. So it's a male, and the first thing that I want to say about him is that, his passing is due to an illness, and I feel like it's an illness that was rough on him. He's got such a warrior spirit, and I want to say that it feels like he was always, like beyond his years, in terms of the way he took life, very debilitating. I feel like there is something about, towards the end, not being able to really move, like it was the illness took, more and more and more. So I'm going to stop there. I don't know if that's enough evidence yet. Debbie. Hi, Debbie. May I hear you, boys?
Yes.
You can understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
I can too.
Okay. Hi, Kate. Can you understand everything? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me continue, let me continue here. I actually, I keep seeing an image of like a wheelchair, with either
That's
one
me.
of you. You
That's
do.
Kate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
me.
Okay. Well, okay, let's continue here. Let's see, if they might be both here. So let's just keep on going here. There is a reference. I don't know if there was ever a thought or something that has to do with, how I think there is like some kind of foundation, almost like Make a Wish, something like that. Yeah, do
Yeah.
you understand that? Both of you?
Yeah.
Oh, Kate, yes, you understand that for him.
Yes.
Oh,
My
that's
son,
good. Yes.
yeah, my son didn't get his wish.
But he was in there too. Okay, good. Because I feel like that's something that is, attaching both of them, there, definitely. So let me continue here. There is a reference to a girl. So I don't know if there was is a sister. Would you understand a sister? Yes, Kate. What about you, Debbie? You can stay unmuted if you like.
On the other side, you're saying?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, no.
Okay. So let me keep on going here. Okay. There might be both of them here. And I just feel like I want to, I want to say that, there is something about like some kind of image of a superhero. And, I'm not so familiar with superheroes. So bear with me. I don't know if it's Batman or Superman or something like that. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Yes. Because there you go. See, they might be together there, because I feel like that's something. And I don't know if there was even, in the wheelchair, maybe there was a sticker or something, yes. Okay, good. He showed me that too. Okay, good. It's those little things. I feel like he will say something like, it's those little things, that make it nicer, because I do feel that. Yeah. Okay, good. They're so beautiful. I mean, these kids are so resilient and so amazing, really, because I feel their heart, that is so gentle. And I feel like, when I talk about the maturity that they had for their age, it was also something that, people will talk about, you know what I'm saying? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So let me get back here. I feel like this might be for Debbie, but I feel like both here. So Debbie, I feel like, he talks about you having been, I don't know if it's been like a period of like maybe like there's like maybe 2 years or something like that, where you've been really sad. Like it's been really hard for you. Like, I don't know if you've been, you have written letters or something like that. Would you understand that?
Yeah, he's been
Kate?
gone 2 years.
He's been gone 2 years, but you can also understand that, Kate.
No, I was just shaking my head like, yeah, that's Debbie.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, good, Debbie, because I felt like he was directing me to you. He's been gone 2 years, and, that's okay. Perfect. I feel like he wants to, give you that understanding that he's with you, that you're really never alone. And then, when he makes reference of you, like, talking to him, whether it's by looking at his picture or something, and you say, are you, can you hear me? Do you even know that I'm talking to you? Or, feeling that sadness. He wants to say, never doubt. I'm right there. It's like, I feel like I'm sitting with you. I don't know if you do this a lot on, like, I have an image of like nature, but I also have an image of you being like on your room or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you understand that? Yes.
Yeah, I meditate with him. It's in my room. So
Okay, yes. So that's the one thing. But there is also something about nature, like walking on nature. So I don't know if either one of you understands that there was something, some kind of like thing that was done on his name, and it's like nature. Can either one of you understand that? And I feel like there's others too.
Yeah, I mean, I understand nature, and like he sends me like magnificent animals, and things
Mhm.
out like nature. Yeah. That's
Okay. Wonderful. I just feel like there is something there, where I'm, it's almost like I'm meditating. And I feel like, when I talk about others, it's like, you know, like I'm not alone. I feel like I'm almost like with others there. So I
Sure.
also want to say that, there is a reference to also being with a male. Not sure if this is for both of you or one of you, but there is a reference to a military man with them. Could be a grandfather or something like that, uncle, something. Can either one of you understand that?
I mean, can you, Debbie?
Isaac's grandpa's with him and he was in the
Yeah,
military.
I was gonna say grandpa.
Okay, good. Because I feel like, there's that military, and I think the first thing I said was, a grandfather. Okay. I do feel that, good that both of you understand that I'm being referenced to, like, for some reason, don't ask me why, but I want to make sure that I say that one of them is saying I was a high ranking, like I had a high rank on my, military, whatever. Can either one of you understand that? No? I feel like there is something there about it, or there was some kind of like, some kind of like very like official thing done for him, where I feel like like, I don't know if it's, how do you say it, like when one of them passes like a honorable like kind of thing,
No.
Can you?
Yeah.
I do. Okay, I will leave you, that specific thing, because I feel like this man is saying something that has to do with that. I want you guys to maybe think about that. There's a reason why. And I'm also being aware of like love for music, a love for music. And I don't know if either, can you understand that maybe they even like, I don't know, there was they knew how to play an instrument, No. Oh, I'm something that like maybe like a trumpet or something like that, or like, or a friend of them, like a flute, something that has to do with that.
My middle son just started playing an instrument. It's,
Okay.
I don't know what it's called. I don't play instruments. It's not a flute. It's like a, I don't know what's that.
Okay, but it's a like a thing like
yeah,
that.
I don't know what it's called, but yeah, he just started playing a band, and we've been commenting about.
Okay, good, because I don't know either. I am not very musically, like, I don't know, but you can, if you can understand that it's some kind of something like that. Okay, good. That's it. He's mentioning that. They're going back and forth
last night. Yeah.
Oh, good. So I wanna say that I wanna make sure that it's like I wanna say keep on going, and he just wants to see a smile on you more. He says, my mom has the most beautiful smile. And I feel like, which you understand, I feel like he says, I feel like he will say she feels like if she smiles, she's not honoring me. I feel like, like she's not allowed, almost like something like that. She's like, it's okay. He wants you to smile more, something like that, Debbie.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let me just wrap this up. I know that I only have a little bit of time here, but I do want to say that, they both want to thank you for all the love. And of course, everyone here has so much love for their kids, but the effort and how you guys were, despite the fact that there was this illness, with him, that they always felt that they were, that it was okay, that they never felt like it was a burden or anything like that, that you guys were so strong and so positive that you just try to go with it, and just one more thing. Is there something, I feel like, with diabetes or something like that, or someone there, maybe a grandmother, they had diabetes or something? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. My God, both of you. See, and then I just wanted to say that because it was so prominent, but it's a way for everyone here to know that they are together, and they're so smart. I mean, it's like amazing how they piggyback with each other so that more people, more of you ladies, can understand and grab these messages. It's like beyond me. I mean, I'm shocked, and I do this a lot. So just got the chills. I mean, what an honor. Thank you very much, ladies, both of you.
Thank you. Thank you
All
so
of you
much.
are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. I don't know how they do this, but I know that they're doing this because they just love you so much. They're like, if they know at least just a little bit from me, you know, it's gonna at least help a little bit. Because you're all gonna miss them physically. It's not that we can give them back to you physically, but you know, when they open the door of perception and they, you know, they say something that there is no way that Liliana and I could know, it's like, wow. And just like you, Liliana, I'm like mind blown. I'm like, I don't know how they do it. But when I had my experience and I was asking God to confirm to me that what I was doing was actually real. And I had I don't call it a near-death experience because it was a full-blown death experience. I was like, oh, this is it. Oh, crap. If I knew that this was real, I would have done more. I would have given myself the time to practice because I know now how frustrating it is to be a spirit close to a medium and the medium is not, you know, receiving the information. So I hope that I am a good channel, not just for you, but for them, because I know that they have very high expectations and they really want for us to do a good job. So let me go here with the person that is here. Please hear me out. And just like what happened with Recheka and Amy, if it's not somebody directly connected to you, please acknowledge them anyways, because they're not gonna let us go. You know, imagine if you were on the other side and you had your only chance and you're like, no, I'm staying here until, you know, Nikki or Kathy are gonna recognize me. So I actually have somebody here who's making me feel like when they were here, they're showing me the rainbow flag. So I know that there is a connection with being in love with the same gender. And then I actually also have a feeling that the hairstyle of this person was different. I'm sorry if I'm not saying like he or she, but I actually feel like they might have identified with another pronoun, or I'm not sure why I'm not, you know, feeling the gender as soon as we start talking. And then I also know that this person was extremely creative because they're making me doodle, making different doodles. And again, they might be piggybacking, so there might be two people. So if you understand some of the information, you let me know. So there's somebody that makes me feel like they were in love with the same gender. There is a reference to a different hairstyle, maybe how do you say, like when you shave your head or just change your hairstyle a lot. Okay, Christine, give me 1 second because I have two more things that they're referencing. There's a reference to the dentist. So there might be memories of going a lot to the dentist or having a lot of cavities or something like that. And then hearts, they're showing me hearts. So I know that they connect with you with hearts. Christine, what can you understand?
My son was transgender. And so we have the rainbow flag, the LGBTQ flag, in what we call his memorial spot outside. And he sends a ton of hearts. So I'm not quite sure about the dentist piece,
Okay.
but everything else.
Okay. Do you understand also the creativity?
Yes, he did a lot of arts.
I'm gonna get very emotional when I hear you and when I see you. So I feel like he's definitely here and he's definitely coming through. I feel like he wants for me to call him they, so I'm just gonna say they, okay? And I'm gonna let Rhonda as well speak so that I'm gonna see if they might be piggybacking.
Okay. Yeah, so my daughter, she was gay like, I guess she had a girlfriend at the last like 6 months of her life, and she comes through with rainbows for me. And definitely we get hearts too. But definitely rainbows. And the dentist, she didn't have like cavities, or, well, she didn't have cavities, but she definitely had perfect teeth. No, she had perfect teeth. That was the joke, that she had perfect teeth, whereas my other daughter had the braces and always had to go to the dentist. So I don't know if that resonates.
Oh, so it would be her sister. Okay. All right. Okay. Because, you know, something that I've been noticing is that as mediums, we want evidence and we ask them evidence. But when we sit down and actually let them speak, we see that what they want to talk truly is about you and about their loved ones here and how and what they see. And what, so I feel like that could have been a reference, because they're definitely both here, your daughter and Christine's son as well. And what they want to do is to lift your spirits up. That's why they bring these things that for some can be silly, but for them is like something that definitely is going to lift your spirit up, because I feel like she's poking at her sister, you know, she's like, yeah, she's poking at her. She wants to mess around with her, you know. I feel like those are the times that I feel like she's missing, and that she would have wanted to have more, to have given more time, energy to her sister and play more with her. I feel like they're more of is her sister younger than her?
She's older, a little bit older.
Oh, okay.
Very close in age though.
Okay. All right, so let me see what else they want to mention. Last thing before I continue, because they go back there, who amongst you or between you would understand like different types of hairstyles?
I would.
You would understand. Okay. All right. So let me actually put you back, because I've been doing this pin thing to be able to see the person that I'm speaking with bigger. But I need to put you back together so that I can see you. Okay, here. All right. So let me see. All right, Rhonda, I feel like, and you know, Christina, I say Rhonda, but it might be with you, because what I'm sensing here is a feeling of they're bringing up the homosexuality, because I feel like there was they were having a hard time dealing with the fact that they wanted to come out of the closet, but they were having a hard time accepting the fact that they were living in a society that doesn't really accept. This is, I feel like it was something psychological that was going through within, and they're also bringing me to the head. Is there an aneurysm or a stroke connected with one of you two?
With her grandfather, who's in spirit, but not with her or me.
Okay, let me see. Okay, all right, okay. I have to mention two things here. One is how they're making me feel about how I pass. And it's important to mention, because usually they don't want to mention unless, you know, there is some healing that can be done about it, or something important that they want to mention. I feel like I have a hard time breathing. My chest gets very heavy, and then I'm gone. And I feel like I want to apologize for the way that I was found, because I feel like it's been very impactful, very shocking. Who would understand this? Christine?
I would.
You too, both? Okay, that makes sense. So I really feel like they want to come through with an apology for how they were found. I feel like they're mentioning to me a therapy that honestly I don't remember. Some of you might know, maybe Nikki or Kathy might know the name of the therapy, but it's a therapy that you do by with your eyes.
EMDR.
Yeah.
You guys have been doing that already?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So for Rhonda, it's a way from your daughter to acknowledge the fact that she knows that you have been doing it. And I feel like for you, Christine, is probably an advice or a suggestion. I really want to thank you both at the same time. It's so funny because they know each other on the other side. And it's so interesting, Christine, because your son is very, how do you say in English? Do you say ponderate, like very calm and very centered? The way that it comes through, like very, he has a confidence about him. And I feel like they both are coming through to thank you for being there and to support them in their journey and for loving them unconditionally. Because, you know, they're both telling me that they left this earth knowing that they were loved unconditionally, and that's what matters to them. But Rhonda, I feel like with you, I really want to tell you that there was nothing else that could have been done to prevent what happened. So I feel like, and I might be, I don't know if I'm just gonna say to both of you, and you will understand who I'm talking with, but I feel like a sense of I got there late, as if like I got there late, as if like if I had gotten there earlier, I could have prevented this, or I could have saved their life. And I feel like that's not true. That's not what it is, because actually, Rhonda, I see you nodding. Do you remember that I told you about the aneurysm? It was not the grandfather. It's the fact that your daughter was trying to tell me or tell you through me that if she had survived, she would have had like brain injury, or she would have stayed in a vegetative state.
Yep. Yes, that's true.
So she's actually making me feel like it's a blessing, the fact that she didn't get to live that. All right. So what happens at 12th of a month? She's mentioning the number 12. Around the 12th of a month, is there a birthday or an anniversary? Or the month of December, because I've seen 12. Who was your daughter a cheerleader, Rhonda?
She was in color guard.
What is
You know
that?
what that is? It's in the bands with the flags.
Okay. Because she showed me the number, and then all of a sudden I see it behind of a t-shirt, and I'm seeing like the people like they're dancing and cheerleading.
Yes,
Okay.
that's her.
Okay, so I feel like she's still, if you're wondering what she's doing on the other side, I feel like she's still doing something that has to do with dancing, moving, because that's how her personality is, and what was and still is. I talk in the present tense because it's still like that. And Christine, did you keep like your son's hair?
No. I wished I had, though, because he had beautiful curly hair, and sometimes it would be shaved. Sometimes he'd shave it all off, and then it would grow out and be like crazy. He had like beautiful curly hair. I imagine, I close my eyes sometimes and imagine me like rubbing his head, because I miss that piece amongst other things. But
right, I feel like it's his way to tell you that he knows, and then he closes his eyes as well and feels you when you do that, because the imagination is so powerful. I mean, the way that they are communicating through me right now is by using my imagination completely.
Yeah.
So and one last thing that I need to mention before closing is there is a this is gonna sound funny. Okay, I don't know what this is. Have you gone to Home Depot recently, and have you bought like plants?
Oh my God. I just this morning went to, not to Home Depot, to the florist, the local nursery to get, what are they called? Oh my God, I'm making planters. So the greens, the fillers. I just went
Mhm.
right before I got on.
Okay. Well, I guess somebody knows and somebody was with you because I saw the outside of Home Depot with all the plants.
Oh.
So your daughter was with you. It's mind blowing. I got the chills. Wow.
I was at
and you
Lowe's
better-
yesterday. I was at Lowe's yesterday, and that's a big thing for me too, is
Yeah?
plants. And Alex used to love to go to our local garden store with me, so I go there a lot just for that reason. So
Aren't they smart?
yeah.
And they use
Yes.
my frame of reference to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
It's incredible. You better dedicate some of those plants to them and call them with their
Yeah.
names and see the flowers that are going to come out. Because it's mind blowing. It's incredible. And they love the fact that both of them love the fact that you are doing your best. That's what they're saying. And they're also mentioning this, and I wrote it in the chat, but you might didn't see. They love you more than iced tea. That's what they're saying. I don't know if there was a saying that was like, I love you more than iced tea, and you might connect with, I don't know if it's an American thing, but I heard I love you more than iced tea. So I'm gonna leave you with that. And thank you so much for allowing me to connect with them and to get to know them. And afterwards, I would love to see we would love to see all of your loved ones. If you have pictures, just get them ready because we would love to see them. Thank you so much, Christine and Rhonda.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Sending you love from the other side and hugs.
Hey, Sylvia, are we still going? Yeah, or are we? I'm not sure. I didn't know what the times.
Oh wow, 90 minutes went by already. Yeah. I don't know if you want to do I don't know if Nikki has a dedicated time, but we might do one last one.
No, we generally let you guys go as long as you want to, Sylvia.
Okay. All
So
right. I have the baby that
if you want to keep going, we're more than willing. And as you can tell, our loved ones are more than willing.
Yes, I know. I know.
All right. Okay, it's up to you, Sylvia. Can I still go? Is that okay?
Yeah, if you want, we can do a couple of one more ones, and then I will have to check on my baby because 2 hours away is like.
I hear you. Okay, so let me connect here. I wasn't sure that I wasn't sure about the time. So let me get, okay. Okay, so I am aware of a man in a military uniform here. And I do feel that there is a connection with the number 3, as in 3 children, you know. I do feel that there is depression. I feel like there is drinking. And I do feel that my sense is that there is more military in the family and, you know, with him even. So let me stop right there. I can continue. Debbie W, I hear you. Hi, Debbie W.
Hello. I can't find my hand, but you know what? You said earlier about high up in the military, and you said about a military funeral, and I knew that was my son because
he was already coming through.
He was coming through, and I knew he'd do it at the end too because he's very polite.
Oh my God. Okay. Let me get to him, you know, because I mean, I wasn't even sure that I had another chance. So I just kind of spurred the moment and he was
he
right
has
there.
2 children, and he has 2 Marine sons in those 3 children.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. Now, would you understand, Debbie, that he's showing me planes? So I don't know if he was like in the Air Force or somebody in the Air Force.
He was crew chief for the Presidential Helicopter Squadron in the Marines, but his sons are literally, I want to cry.
Oh.
Literally learning how to work on airplanes now.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, he's got such a strong personality, very honorable man too. I do
Yes.
feel that, I do feel that with him, you know, he was very good looking, by the way, let me just say that because I'm like, whoa, he's good looking. But I also feel with him that, I feel that there is an illness of sadness with him, that there is more than anything, because I feel like he was in really, like, I want to say top shape, so that I cannot see or feel like there was an actual illness. I just feel my heart like sad, so would you understand? I think I mentioned depression, in there.
Mhm.
Yes, a great deal of depression and not being able to actually know how to cope with it, because this man was someone, as you mentioned, I feel like very accomplished, but I also feel like he put a lot of pressure on himself. Like, I feel like, he was so, yeah, he always wanted to do more and more. Like, it was that perfectionism, he had a lot of drive, and when I say that, I feel like he talks about his children having that as well.
Yes,
Would you understand that there's a girl for him also?
there is a girl. Yes.
Yes, my girl, my little girl, yeah, that is such a princess. I want to say princess,
He called her daddy's little princess all
Oh.
the, he'd say,
Oh.
how
Oh my goodness, yeah. I feel like I want to see little princess, so cute. Yeah. So I do feel that with him, I do feel that he takes responsibility for his passing, Debbie. Would you understand that? Yes, and he wants to say, Mom, I am very sorry for the, for the heartache, and how dedicated you are of a mom, and the pride that you feel, for him and his family, that you have stood always there in any way or capacity that you're able to, that you have always tried to support all of them, and that he appreciates. I know, I feel like, do you understand, like, sending gifts to the kids or something like that? I feel like, for some reason, I feel like I don't give it to them sometimes personally, but I have to send it to them.
Yes, I send them money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I feel like there is that sending, not handing, but sending. Okay. And there is something that he wants to talk about, like, I don't know if it's a new car or someone starting to drive or something like that.
His daughter just turned 16 years old and got her driver's license a couple months back.
Oh, okay. Well, he's excited about that. He's like, yay, my little princess is becoming a little girl, like a woman, so he wanted to make sure that I throw that in there, and I feel like I feel like he wants to give you like a bouquet of flowers, Debbie. I don't know if he was that kind of guy that he would actually, like, was very, into flowers or something, but I feel like I want to give you that. So I don't know if he ever did it, but he wants to do it right now. So let me see, what else can I tell you? I also want to talk about like, you taking care of your own health. I don't know if there is something that he comes across. Is there something or someone that has like problems, like with my feet or something, or there is something?
Problems, back problems, neck, shoulder, you name it.
Yeah, because I feel like, I'm having problems also, even like walking or something, So he wants to, like, really highlight, you need to take care of yourself. You need to check, that, he's very much into, mention that to you. Okay, let me get back to him. I do feel that, like he's mentioned something. Debbie, would you understand that I'm like seeing that there is kind of like a plague. I don't know if that's how you say it, like a thing and I feel like it has his name on it, you know, and it's, you know, it's like
Black in a
yeah.
hospital he used to work at. He has a whole mental health ward. Don't what do you call it? In his honor, with a plaque and a light and his picture at
Oh,
a
wow.
hospital he worked for in Oro Valley, Arizona, because he wanted to do that when he worked there. And then after he passed, they did it in his honor.
Oh my God. So yeah, I didn't know how to say like a plaque or something, like, you know, that thing that he's showing me in his honor. So he's so like, he's so grateful for that. He says, wow, you know, what an honor, you know, because I do feel that it's not like showing off. He wants to say that he is honor, you know. I don't feel like he comes across as someone that, oh, I did this, I achieved this and I achieved that. I just feel like, you know, he was just, you know, coming from the heart. And I think that that's part of, you know, the situation that comes across in terms of, you know, how he took a lot in and he didn't really talk about it. So I feel like part of that depression came out of like having such a big heart, you know, and taking too much and worrying too much about others. I also feel like there's something that has to do with, would you understand, maybe he tried to like, he tried medication at one point or something like that, you know, he was trying, you know. Would you understand that, Debbie?
You know, he might have snuck, but I really don't think he did, because he did work at a hospital with doctors. I think it was like his secret, really. I don't think he did get medicine. I think he needed it badly.
Because I feel like that comes through. So I don't know, you might not be aware, maybe you will one day, but I feel like he did try, you know, he was aware. And so he was trying, but there was a combination of, you know, maybe he, you know, with the drinking too, which he tried to use to kind of just calm himself down, you know. He was a very honorable man. I also, you know, I know my time is coming to an end, but I do want to say that he wants to thank you and apologize, because I feel like, you know, he talks about the relationship that you have, or the lack of relationship that you had with the mother of the children, that is been very tough, or was. Would you understand that, Debbie?
Yeah, definitely.
He says, thank you. He says, thank you, Mom. Thank you for being strong and and trying to be the better person, because there's no winning there. I don't know if that makes sense, but he says, you know, there's no winning. Yeah. Yeah. So Debbie, I mean, your son is like an awesome man, but also very good communicator. I feel like, what, you know, maybe he had to do a lot of talking or speaking sometimes, because he is very fluent, like very good, you know, like speaking wise. So
he was a CF, and they had like meetings all the time. You know what I'm saying? I know he was in meetings all the time, so he talked a lot in meetings.
Well, he sure helped me a whole lot here, Debbie. I feel almost like I want to salute him or something, you know, because it feels like, you know, a very, very good man that, you know, tried to do a lot, and he wants to honor you for everything you continue to do for him, whatever you're doing, you know, in his honor. I feel like there's something there, but also for keeping up with the kids, you know, and saying, you know, Mom, they love you. They love you. They know how much you love me. So never doubt that, you know, maybe there's not as much communication as one would like, but the love and the heart is there for you. And I want to leave you with a big hug from him, and a bit, you know, like, I feel like he was a good, very, very loving son. So with that, I'm going to leave you. And I thank you very much, Debbie, and your son.
He was fabulous. And thank you so much. Because, you know, I'm a developing medium. Okay. And I decided that I would read for people in this group just to practice, instead of doing the circle breakout rooms. I would do, so I've done like probably 15. And it's been really well. And I think that was the flowers, because he's not really a flower guy. He did send me flowers a few times, but I think that was why he was giving me the bouquet and saying, you know, that what he was saying. So thank you so much. I'm so glad he came through.
Thank you, Debbie. And thank you, everyone.
So funny, Debbie. I was like, I need to tell her to keep studying mediumship. And then you said it. I'm like, oh, awesome. To you and to everybody. Yes.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
Good work. I wanted to say that everybody, since we didn't get to talk and connect with everybody, is invited to the other English event of the year, the only one, which is called Between Heaven and Earth, that we're gonna have on the 27th of this month. So just check my page, Sylvia Spiritual Medium, or Sylvia Amendolagine, or my website, sylviaheals.com, and you can find it there. There are going to be 11 mediums doing the same thing that we're doing, and it's just a pay what you can event. So you know, and everything that is collected goes to the school that I'm creating, that is helping people that are from places like Argentina and Venezuela, where the system is really, really bad to, you know, to participate and also become mediums. They are extremely connected with spirit. I'm gonna see if I can have, yes?
I posted it in the holiday program already, Sylvia.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
I see, I'm gonna see if I have one more person. I'm looking around and I'm seeing iPhone doesn't have a name. And then I'm looking at Angela. I really like your hairstyle, Angela. Then I'm looking at Kim. I'm looking at the people that we didn't connect with. Sharon. Sharon, are you a teacher? Yes? Okay, I want to connect with you because I wrote down teacher and then I wrote down owls. Do you have a connection with owls?
Sort of, yeah. Actually, I painted an owl with this group.
Oh, you painted an owl?
We
Like,
did
as
a group project with this group.
Ah, well, I don't know where you got the idea of the owl, but I feel like it's somebody that gave you that idea from the other side. Who are we connecting with? Let's see if we connect with the person that you're expecting.
You want me to tell you?
Yes.
My daughter, Sarah.
Huh?
My daughter, Sarah.
Your daughter, Sarah. Okay, let me see. And you keep your ears open because as we said, we cannot invoke them. I'm sure that she is here, but let's see if she's the one that wants to share a message. Okay, let's see, Sarah. Okay, I'm seeing a goofy character here, and I'm saying that the person that I'm connecting with, it's a girl, so it could be her. She's doing like dance moves and she's singing and she's a happy-go-lucky spirit. And she's mentioning, I mean, I'm not good with genders, as I told you already, so if it doesn't make sense, just let me know. But she's mentioning an accident. I feel like I want to say that it was an accident, as if I was like the wrong place at the wrong time. Like it was just an accident. What happened was an accident. Would you understand this with her, Sharon?
Yeah, yes. But the accident is not how she died. It's more current.
Oh, it's so interesting because when I connect with her, I actually feel like she's reserved and shy, but then if she knows you or on her own, she opens up and she's like, she's goofy. I don't know how to describe her personality. Let me just connect a little deeper with her. There is somebody else that has the same initial, the same name. Is there another S?
Me.
Oh, wait, Sharon. Wait a second. Let me see if that's it. No other S?
Somebody else in spirit?
Wait, I don't know if it's because it's an give me one second. So interesting. Do you connect at all with a cross?
Not specifically. There is another S in spirit. Her namesake is another S.
Okay. And would there be a connection with a cross? I don't want to get to the conclusion that it's like somebody that was Catholic, because sometimes, you know, it's a misinterpretation, because they're showing me a cross. It could be like they used to wear a necklace.
It's not jumping out at me.
It's okay. Let me continue with her. Okay, so she's extremely proud of you, and she really loves how you are able, she's using this word that I've never really used in English. It's malleable, like how you're like able to do different things with different people. And she's also showing me glitters. Do you do any projects with glitters?
Yes.
Sparkly stuff?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like that's a meditative practice that you do, and I feel like it's a way to connect with her at the same time. And I'm hearing music in the background. Is that something that you do?
Certainly the art part of it. The music, yeah, there's music all the time, but I think I'm more art than music.
Yeah, but I feel like, do you put music while you're making art?
I do.
Okay, that's what she's making me feel. Okay, so just know that I feel like she kind of like is walking your footsteps when it comes to art on the other side. And it's funny because I needed to say this to Christine. I hope that you saw the message. When we finished the conversation, I actually saw that your son had like an exposition in a museum on the other side. I feel like that's something that he always like wanted to become like and it's so funny because I see him like all dressed up and kind of like presenting his art. So I feel like that's something that he also wanted to mention.
We have all of his art hanging on our wall.
Is that what I'm seeing behind you?
Yeah, yeah.
He's very proud of his art.
Yeah, and I actually I don't consider myself artistic at all, but I'm actually finding that I'm a little more artistic. I'm making flower pots that have a lot of connection to him. Some of the pots have actually kind of been inspired by his art, and I really feel like he's inspiring me to be a little bit more artistic. So yeah, thank you for the beautiful message. That's just wonderful. Yeah.
So that's what he wanted to say when he said about the flowers, that he knows that he's inspiring you. And I feel like it's so wonderful. You know, if my mom was like more artistic, and I would definitely be so happy for her. You know, it kind of like makes you zoom out of like the 9 to 5 and the rat race that we're in, and kind of like enjoy life more. Yeah. So let me see what else, if there's something else that Sarah wants to say.
Anything else about the accident?
Let me see. Would you confirm that it was a car accident?
Yes.
Okay. But you said it's something more recent that it's not connected with her, it's connected with somebody that is on this side?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. It's so funny. She's making me see like two things, and it's interesting because when people ask questions, then it's hard not to put the mind in the, you know, to keep the mind outside of the way. But I'm gonna tell you what, at the beginning when she mentioned the accident, what is that she showed me? She showed me like trying to avoid something. Was there an animal or something that was was going to be avoided? And then at the same time, she's showing me like how is it called, the court? Is there a case?
There will be.
Okay. But were you trying to, or the person that was in the car, like trying to avoid somebody?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Your daughter is funny. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you exactly what she's saying, because I mean, I hope I'm doing a great job here with you, Sarah. She's doing this, like as if like she's saying like money's coming. Like unexpected money is coming, she's saying. And I also feel like, is there somebody that was like not sober driving? Because I'm seeing, I'm feeling like this could be two things: either somebody that was not sober, or somebody that had it's so interesting. It's because I'm seeing like like fog in my mind. So it's something that had to do with the distraction or falling asleep. I don't want to interpret into this. Let me actually go and see what is that she wants to say, because we have our agenda, but they have their agenda. So let me see what is that she wanted to talk about. So interesting. Have you ever received, she's showing me the phone, like a phone and her name. Have you ever received like a phone call with her name?
Yeah.
But after she transitioned?
Yes.
That's crazy. Your daughter is incredible.
I think so.
Yeah, she is. Because she's showing me this, like, can you validate to her that that was me? Have you responded?
I do respond.
And what happens?
Nothing.
You know what she's telling me? She's telling me to say that she's grateful for all the years that you had together. And instead of focusing on everything that she could have lived still, I feel like she had all this time that was a blessing to her to live here on earth. I feel that's what she's coming today to just let you know how appreciative she was. And also at the same time, I feel like she has her character. She has a character. She's kind of like hard to get along with. I feel like I'm here arguing with her a little bit. She has a, how do you say in English? Do you say sassy? Like
Yes.
she's very like on her opinionated. She has her own opinions. So just to let you know that your daughter has exactly the same character. And probably she mentioned the accident because she knows about it. Just because they know about things, it doesn't mean that they know everything.
Sure.
And also, I do not know anything about the situation. So for her to try to explain to me, it might be getting a little tough.
Sure.
Because as I said, now the mind gets in the way and I don't want to guess, So I'm just going to leave you with that and just let you know that she whispers to you ideas of projects, of things. And I also want to say that you see her in the eyes of the people that you work with.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
So I feel like when you're working both with adults and kids, she's not mentioning specifically, to me at least, she's making me feel like when you look at them in the eyes, you can see me in that person.
Okay.
What do you say that is interesting?
That is interesting.
You're fine. You're a cryptic person. And I understand, like daughter, like mom, like daughter, right? Well,
do you want me to tell you real quick what the accident is?
Yes, please.
Her dad was just in a really bad accident, but it was he had a cardiac arrest. So he was in a fog, and the accident happened because he was not in control of the car, and he hit a couple of mailboxes and avoided a lot of things. He passed about 8 houses when his car was still driving, and he hit another car. That's how his car finally ended. Yeah,
but he still is fine.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Okay.
It was a pretty intense accident. So, I mean, I have no doubt that she was there with him, because otherwise I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be here with us.
Right. So interesting. Wow, she was trying to do she did an incredible job to try to explain to me and to try to put my mind on a side, I feel like she was coming at the beginning when I was talking about somebody having a heart attack and the people here, I don't remember who.
Yeah, I was listening carefully.
Yeah, I feel like, they try to take every pause that we take to put information
There were
in it.
lots of pieces throughout, lots of pieces with other people throughout. You did great with everybody.
Yes,
You both did really amazing.
They are incredible. And I know that we would keep on going because there is so much that is coming through. There is also like there is just so much, and I'm so happy, you know, that Liliana, you also came today, you know, last moment, and that you all allowed us to meet them. Do you all have the pictures of your children, spouses, and people that loving people that you could share with us? A lot of you are going to be my mother-in-laws in the next lifetime. Oh, wait. Kate. So cute. Oh my goodness, Sharon. She has red hair.
She does.
Carolyn. Wait, Becky, I didn't see the picture. Emily. Oh my goodness, Becky, that's you in a male version and younger version. And Robin. Oh, that's the princess that Liliana was talking about. I think I missed a few. Kate, is that the same person? Or it's two people? It's two? My goodness, you have more people on the other side than on this side. A ver, Robin, these are. Oh my goodness. You scream. Oh, I see. Okay. So funny. The other people, I need to scroll a long time in order to find a picture. Oh, Christine. Oh my goodness. Have you ever watched the movie Matilda? Matilda Sei Mitica, it's in Italian. It's the movie of the little girl that has superpowers. Do you know what I'm talking about? Matilda something. Christine, your son reminds me of Matilda.
Yeah, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you.
Angela, Kim. Okay, Kim, I choose you as my future mother-in-law. Don't tell anything to my husband.
I'm telling Nicholas.
No.
Wow, you guys just have the most beautiful kids. Oh my God, Robin, your daughter. All of the guys are super good looking and very like, so like, I don't know, like sass, you know?
Look at Emily's son.
Wow.
Like, posing.
Oh my gosh.
Still going to the gym on the other side. Who has a Josh? Or James? Oh, look at Robin with all the pictures of the military.
Wow, he is very good looking, Debbie. No kidding.
Rhonda, I'm still waiting for your daughter.
I know there's so many that I have with the whole family. I'm looking for one. Just wait, hold on. She's very goofy. Hold on. Let me see if I could find. Every picture she's so goofy. Sorry, hold on. I'll just give you a goofy one. Hold
It's
on.
okay. If she has her tongue out, it's fine.
Racheta has a Josh, Sylvia.
Yeah. Awesome.
Sorry, my dog.
Josh is here as well. I mean, all of them.
Kate. Hey, Kate. Oh, I love that. It's funny.
Is that a dog or is that
Oh,
sea
look.
animal?
Yeah, it's like a sea lion or something.
Oh my goodness. I
Yeah.
think both.
Huh? Angela, can we see your picture again?
I hope they are all polyamory on the other side.
Oh,
Or polygamous.
oh my God.
Here she is.
Adorable. Oh, there he is.
Were you there, Rhonda, at like at the beach or something?
This was in yeah, it's near the beach, Asbury Park. I'm in New Jersey. I don't know if you know where that is.
Boy,
near
you
the beach,
guys
so.
just make pretty good looking people, all of you.
Yes. Keep making love.
And you can tell we love showing them off.
Oh, Angela, look at your son. Oh, he's so good looking.
Proud mama.
What a
Very
beautiful picture.
I love it.
Oh, and Robin's daughter. I love that. The sassiness. Oh my gosh. Wow. Brenda, you have any pictures?
I think she's looking.
Yeah. Oh, lovely picture. Oh,
Thank you
what
so
a
much. Thank
picture.
you so
Yeah.
much. And iPhone, I don't know your name, but I hug you. I know that, you know, you didn't receive a direct message and you look very sad, but I hope that you can feel my love that I'm sending to you, sending your way. I know that you look cozy and warm there on the sofa. I don't know what your name is. You're nameless. Anyways, thank you all so much. Thank you. And thank you to them for coming through today. You're again invited to the event. I hope to see you again. And when I have with Liliana, the circle with the developing mediums that are developing and learning as well, you're also invited because they are like incredible. They are amazing at, they're just incredible. Thank you so much. And Nikki, how are you?
Oh, my fever's
Work?
spiked. So I am going to thank you ladies for coming in. To the rest of you, we have coaching tomorrow at 4. I'm hoping to feel better so I can be there. Keep your eyes peeled in the thread for information. And other than that, that's all I've got. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us today.
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
Thank you
much.
very much. It was an honor. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. You are amazing.